stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest?
Rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit.
Hello and welcome to another PropDog review. Today we are discussing Brent Braun and some of the wonderful products that he has.
Hang on, you haven't introduced me. You normally introduce me as the gorgeous Alex Kirk.
Joining me today, give me a second. That was coming.
I was just waiting for it.
Joining me today is the ravishing Alex Kirk, my special guest. The
Little courtesy.
so special. He's here every time.
That was for Alan. You know who you are, Alan.
And today we're talking about Brent Braun products. Now, this may be very what's the word I want? This may be very
hero worship time, I think, from Jason. Basically,
well, not at all,
Jason,
because before
no, shush. Jason has been getting he's been very excited this morning.
Well, yeah, I
to the
haven't
point
really
of falling off his chair.
I mean, that hasn't happened, but I haven't really heard of Brent Braun other than the name before today, and I just so happened to look into Torched and Restored, which is the first thing we're going to discuss, and thought it was absolutely brilliant. So I asked Alex what else Brent had done. I obviously knew about, I knew the name Position Impossible, but didn't know what it was. But yeah, the guy's brilliant. If you like me, if you've missed the boat, if you missed Brent's boat, definitely check him out. So just to synopsise,
I just want to say that Brent, he is a real worker. He works in pubs and clubs, and actually a lot of this stuff is filmed in those environments.
In those tough environments, yeah.
And he clearly doesn't really want to be going through loads of expensive gimmicks. He doesn't want angles. He doesn't want anything that's too difficult.
It's good, clean, practical stuff. I would say.
Yeah.
It's Alex said to me, because for those of you that don't know, I'm looking potentially doing some more adult stuff. Not for a business or anything like that. Not film. Not for a business or anything, but just to be, to move away from just being the kids' entertainer. When I see them at the pub in the evening, it'd be quite nice to do something cool. So. This is really exactly what I wanted. It's real world stuff that's relatively easy to do. It uses stuff that you've already got. Really good. So Torched and Restored is Brent's version of the Torn and Restored card, where he has a signed card, gets it, he tears it up, and then with a lighter seems to weld the pieces back together, and there's actually flames coming off the side of the card. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this effect, but it's $12.95 for the DVD. You don't get any gimmicks because you don't need any. Anything you need, you've probably got at home anyway. So that's Torched and Restored.
So what I would say, that is value for money. I mean, that is a really cheap Torched and Restored that's quick and easy to prepare, simple to do, and
for less than 13 quid.
Like you said.
And it uses your old cards. So if you go through cards a lot, I don't, because I'm not really. I will do now, I guess. But if you've got old decks of cards kicking around, you just utilise those, make up what you need to do that trick, and.
Super convincing.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's a really great trick. Talking about how good that was, Alex mentioned to me that his Decks and Deceptions DVD, which is $29.95, actually includes Torched and Restored on it, as well as a couple of other things. He's got a trick where the ball goes through a glass table. Yep. He's got a card at any number. A really nice transposition with the spectators card, but again, they're all filmed in like a bar environment where it's a bit dark, a bit dingy. People are a bit grabby, and he obviously controls that quite well. So, yeah, this is kind of the compilation.
The only thing I might say is that he does tend to use a table quite a lot.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's true, because he's working at a bar, really, isn't he? He's on a bar most of the time. And then we were discussing some of the newer things that have come out by Mr. Braun, and definitely not marked as a nice little packet trick where you've got a fun conversation of how people mark cards. They may have marked with lipstick and the cards change colours, and then there's a chunk missing from one of the cards. So again, a nice little packet trick. That's $19.99.
Includes all the cards that are well printed, bicycle backed.
Includes everything you need. And then Position Impossible is... Can I explain that one?
It's a card at any number. It is a gimmicks deck. You get the deck.
Oh, very flashy that was. It was like Alex Kirk FBI.
I just really realised, and that is a wonderful routine. It does require a gimmicks deck though, but really good. I mean, I'd highly recommend any of these, to be honest. I'd probably go for the DVD because...
Which one? This one?
Yep. Because it's got Torched on, which is really good, and it's got the transpo he does with the card. is brilliant and easy. It's just well, it's real world stuff.
Real world stuff. And up until this morning, I mean, I'd heard the name but didn't really know much about the man or the magic. And I have to say, what I did find was really impressive. So
you're a groupie.
Brent, if you're listening, I'd love to join you on a bouncy castle one day. Right, so that's what we've got. Are these all the Brent Braun products we have?
I think so.
Fine.
I'm waiting for the book, Brent. I'm waiting for the book.
Check them out, and I'm sure you'll find a little gem, just like I did.
Cause you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest?
Rabbit, bunny, rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, yep, rabbit, bunny, bunny, jabber, rabbit.